Good morning. I am Dr. Mangal Dave. I am working at Gokul Super Speciality Hospital, and today I am going to share with you my topic paper, minimizing movements of cervical spine during intubation. Cervical spine movements and potential damage to cord while intubation is a matter of concern for both surgeon and anesthesiologist. Why? Because with most of the conventional laryngoscopes, we have to align the oral, pharyngeal, and laryngeal axis in order to achieve view of the larynx and to intubate the patient. And to do that, we have to extend the neck. So this is what actually happens during the neck movement. The flexion and extension movement of the spine and atlantoaxial joint you can view. It may cause damage when the cervical spine is injured or there is some pathology. So to avoid this, we want to avoid the neck movement. Currently, to avoid neck movements, traction and manual inline stabilization techniques are used. What we are using is we intubate with TASCOPE. So what is TASCOPE? TASCOPE is the combination of a boroscope or wire camera with plastic blade. This is my design of endoscope plastic blade, which incorporates a channel for bougie and channel for camera and mobile phone or laptop or tablet together forming to make a video laryngoscope. So this is how it is done. The patient is conventionally induced and relaxed, and you can see the TASCOPE being used to visualize the larynx. And once the larynx is visualized, now the insertion of the bougie is done. You can see in the tablet monitor that the bougie has now come and entered the larynx. The bougie once enters the larynx, the tube is then railroaded. This is a quite hefty patient, but no neck movement, no neck extension is required to intubate this patient, that you can appreciate. We see another video also. This is an old age lady with we are intubating with TASCOPE. You can see the easy maneuvering without any neck extension. The epiglottis is visualized, larynx is visualized, and now the bougie being inserted. A very minimal neck extension actually is required with TASCOPE to intubate the patient. We did intubate many patients, hundreds of patients we intubated with TASCOPE, and we found that no much neck extension we require. We require only minimal neck extension with TASCOPE. And to document this, what we did is we did a fluoroscopy of the patient in which we intubated with TASCOPE, and we actually see the movement of cervical spine and atlantoaxial joint. This is how we did it. He is a patient to be operated for cervical spine, and I am doing intubation with TASCOPE. And with that, there is a fluoroscope in situ, and another assistant is recording the fluoroscope, doing fluoroscopy and recording it in the video in mobile. See the intubation, see the neck movements, no much neck movements, very minimal neck movements are required to intubate the patient. See the insertion of tube inside, and I will show you the video which is recorded by the assistant. See, this is how it is done. A very minimal neck movement you may appreciate. See the extension, little upward jaw movement and neck extension at atlantoaxial joint. Very minimal movement is required. You may see in the IITV shadow, the shadow of our TASCOPE blade is seen. And once the intubation is done, the TASCOPE blade is then out. So a very minimal movement is required with TASCOPE. So TASCOPE can be used to effectively minimize the cervical spine movements during intubation. Thank you.